I can't believe it. I really cannot believe it. After quite a long time of waiting, and even after a whole year since we finally broke news about this latest movie, it's finally out. Well, okay, not the entire thing altogether, but just a trailer for this one. And yet, I feel happy. I'm actually so happy. I'm actually really excited for this one. I cannot believe it. I'm really excited for this one. Because this trailer is amazing. Okay, yeah, I must have held on this reaction for quite a long time now, so yeah, I think I might as well go ahead and do it properly this time, so yeah. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and, well, I guess if anything, I can't just go one entire year without doing something like this right about now, so yeah, I guess pretty much since I did the last thoughts video that I did on, of course, The Night House, I guess a lot of you guys are expecting me to, of course, talk about another movie that's going to be coming out in theaters right about now, yeah, but more particularly, the one that I'm slated to see next right about now is, of course, the new Candyman movie that's coming out this weekend right about now, just so well before my next semester in college right about now. So now here's the deal. I am definitely gonna go see that movie once it eventually comes out for sure. But hey, depending on, of course, my busy schedule and whatnot, maybe I think I might shoot for seeing it this upcoming weekend, or maybe, of course, seeing next weekend alongside Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, for sure, as like another double feature for me right about now. And not to mention, during the time I'm putting up this video right about now, I'm already currently watching the first 3 Candyman movies to get myself fully prepared to, of course, get myself fully into, of course, the newest one that's gonna be coming out, and yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So yeah, don't worry about a thing. My thoughts video on the new Candyman movie will eventually come out pretty soon once I actually do gain the time to actually do this one. So yeah, not to worry about a thing. I am planning to go see it once it eventually comes out for sure. But we'll wait and see on what my busy schedule will have to turn out. So yeah, don't worry about a thing. It will be coming out very soon. Right about now, you just gotta be patient right about now, but hey, I guess in the meantime, right about now, I guess seeing of how I must have interrupted the whole week-long schedule of course, mainly for, of course, this channel devoted to, of course, WTPU, aka What the Pickup, or more particularly the rest of Season 5 of the show before Season 6 could eventually come out a few weeks afterwards. And don't worry about a thing, you're going to be tuning into another episode later on right about now. And of course, not to mention, thank you all so much for tuning into, of course, the Season 1 finale of Thomas Narration Redubs a la mode on my other channel right about now. And definitely be on the lookout for next week right about now, because we're going to be diving into something related to, of course, Season 2 of the show, which I've already completed production on, as depending on when I'm recording this video right about now, so it should be up very soon. But beforehand, definitely be on the lookout some point around next week for something related to Thomas Narration Redubs a la mode right about yeah, right around next week to see what it is right about now. But yeah, I guess in the meantime, I figure I would probably do something that I never thought I would do on, of course, these thoughts videos right but now, is that rather instead of looking at a movie or a TV show in particular, I'm actually going to be talking about a trailer right about now. So yeah, I guess it's not pretty common that I would yeah, I guess if anything is not really much to say on this one because, well, I don't normally talk about trailers for sure, and hey, even if I did, I wish I could have actually had an entire show devoted to me talking about trailers for some upcoming movies that are going to be coming out right about now, but I just don't have the time to actually do that, so we'll probably wait and see later on, but hey, I guess for the case of this Thoughts video right about now, I think I might as well talk about another trailer right about now. Yes, I guess it's actually, I guess it's pretty common that I would, of course, do this on a yearly basis right about now since back in 2019 I talked about the two Sonic the Hedgehog trailers for sure, and not to mention last year I was of course kind enough to have Ackleyattack4427's collab with me when we talked about the trailer for the Tom and Jerry movie that came out earlier this year, But hey, I guess for the case of this Thoughts video right about now, I'm going solo of course, this latest trailer right about now, so yeah, I guess if anything, I think that's exactly what I'll do, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, now that I've actually got the basis out of the way, I guess the only question remains, what trailer am I going to be talking about right about now? Well, the answer is quite simple. Where I know in the Sonic the Hedgehog trailers I saw, I know it's of course based on the video game series, and I'm really glad to actually catch it when it officially came out because it is still pretty good. And of course, I know the trailer for the Tom and Jerry movie, to which me and Ackleyattack4427 already talked about, is actually a really good trailer. But sadly, the same thing can't be said for the movie itself for sure. But yeah, not awful by all means, but still pretty bad. But for the case of this trailer, it is of course pretty much on another movie based on of course a film series that I seem to of course really admire a whole lot in recent years, which is of course the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So yeah, I guess it's no big surprise that for the trailer I'm going to be talking about, it will of course be on of course another movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's going to be coming out, to which I guess it's no big surprise because, well, I already talked about Black Widow when it actually came out, but hey, I guess for seeing how I mentioned Shang-Chi not too long ago, I do hear that's already gained some really great reviews right about now, and I really cannot wait to see it when it eventually comes out for sure, and not to mention, I am pretty excited to see Eternals once it comes out because, well, it's following on my birthday weekend for sure, so that'll be an interesting birthday present for sure. But for the case of this one right about now, I think we might as well talk about another movie that's coming out alongside the previous two that I mentioned earlier. Well, three if you count Black Widow for sure, and that being, of course, pretty much the third installment in, of course, the MCU's take, of course, our beloved web slinger himself. So yeah, I guess if you couldn't tell based on that little hint, I'm of course going to be talking about the trailer for the newest Spider-Man movie that's part of the MCU, and not to mention the newest film in the MCU in general, which is of course Spider-Man No Way Home. So yeah, after quite a long time of waiting, hell, I dare even say we would have got this trailer much earlier than what we expected. The trailer for, of course, Spider-Man No Way Home is officially out right about now, and man, I've got a lot to say about this one because this is actually really something that I would do, so yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, I guess, if anything, just a little bit of short context to, of course, what I'm going to be talking about, I guess if anything, I really do admire Spider-Man a whole lot. I think he's definitely up there as one of my favorite Marvel superheroes, hands down, for sure. And when I actually heard the news that of course Spider-Man is of course going to be part of the MCU, I'm actually really excited to actually see how that turns out. And thankfully, it's of course what we got for sure. He was actually really charming in, of course, Captain America Civil War, even only for a little bit of screen time that he has, but still pretty impressive. And not to mention, he actually kicks ass in, of course, Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame for sure. And in terms of the solo movies that we actually got, I guess if anything, Spider-Man Homecoming is absolutely incredible, where of course Spider-Man Far From Home, which I already did do a thoughts video on that a couple of years ago, I also thought it was equally impressive right about now. So yeah, I guess if anything, I'm really thrilled with, of course, on how Spider-Man is doing in the MCU right but now, and plus, Tom Holland actually pulls off a really great performance as, of course, the web slinger himself for sure. So yeah, I think it's actually really what I would expect for, of course, Spider-Man in general, and given for the fact that we previously got the Sam Raimi trilogy and the Mark Webb films beforehand, I think it's really appropriate that of course Spider-Man will, of course, have his time in the MCU for sure. So yeah, better late than never, I guess, but still pretty impressive for sure. So yeah, now that, of course, I already know what I was already in for with, of course, Spider-Man in the MCU. Like I said, not just, of course, 2 of the Avengers movies and 1 Captain America movie, but also in his own solo movies, hands down. I can immediately tell I'm already excited to see on how this third installment, and of course, the MCU Spider-Man movies but now will actually play out. Especially, of course, this movie right about now, let alone Spider-Man in the MCU in general, has already gone through a little bit of a struggle beforehand with, of course, what's been going on with it, but hey, regardless, I still want to know what goes on for, of course, this new Spider-Man movie, hands down, and now that we've actually got a bit of news right about how, let alone pretty much dating us back as earlier this year, while the film while the movie was currently in production earlier this year, and throughout the majority of late last year, for sure, I'm actually really quite curious to see on how this movie will actually turn out for sure, and thankfully, the trailer is, of course, what we got for sure. And what do I think of this trailer now that I finally got the opportunity to eventually see it once it finally made its debut right around earlier tonight? Well, I have to say, the wait was actually well worth it for this trailer, because it is absolutely amazing right about now. So yeah, I think with what I'm seeing right about now, I am really thrilled by this trailer right about now. I think it's really what I would expect for sure. Just taking it on a brand new level, but sort of an unexpected route that we didn't normally expect right about now. So yeah. I guess if anything, I really love the trailer for, of course, the new Spider-Man movie that's going to be coming out. Alright, so now that I've actually described everything, of course, what I actually, pretty much on what I thought about the trailer for, of course, this movie, I think it's appropriate to, of course, talk about some of the stuff that we already know beforehand. That is what we're going to be seeing, of course, this trailer right about now. So yeah, I think to best describe it right about now, pretty much to gain context with, of course, what I'm seeing in the trailer, I do know the story for, of course, this movie. I think it's, of course, gonna be a really incredible one for sure. Is that it's pretty much gonna take, it's going to actually take place after the events of Spider-Man Far From Home in general, to which, if you have seen Spider-Man Far From Home, I think you will know exactly on what actually happens, and of course, that said movie and how it ended for sure. But in case you want to know, and if you want to avoid spoilers, then go see the movie before seeing the trailer right about now, just to get yourself fully immersed on, of course, what you're gonna be in for. So yeah, now that I've actually got the hang of the way, I think from what I'm seeing, I think they're really actually getting a really good idea with, of course, the story for, of course, this movie pretty much taking place after the events of Far From Home, where, of course, Peter Parker's already in another massive struggle right about now, and that's definitely saying a whole lot, seeing how Peter Parker has gone through other bits of struggles in the other two movies that we got before, and with what I'm seeing, of course, this trailer right about now, this is already a huge struggle for sure, and with what I'm seeing, it actually does play out well with, of course, what I'm seeing right about now, just Peter Parker going through some massive trouble right but now, and how he's going to get out of it, but in a more rebellious and reckless sort of way right about now. So yeah, I think with, of course, what I'm seeing right about now, I'm already fully immense on, of course, what I'm seeing right about now with, of course, the story for this movie right about now, according to its trailer. I think it's actually really incredibly well done. I think it's actually something that I'm really going to be in for right about now, and I think it's not normally what I would expect from any MCU movie in general, but I still think it actually does fare up well from, of course, what I'm seeing, and yeah, I think for that, I really do admire the way on how well, on what we're going to be in for sure. I think it's really played out massively well for sure, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've got that out of the way, I guess the other thing that I should mention right but now is, of course, the good majority of the characters, I have to say. Well, I think I know for sure that we do know that, of course, Peter Parker, MJ, Ned, Aunt May, and Happy Hogan, and plenty of others that we've seen in the other Spider-Man movies in the MCU right about now, they are, of course, returning to, of course, be part of this movie right about now, so... And yeah, that's definitely saying a whole lot, because that's actually something that I would normally want for, of course, these movies right about now. And thankfully, they actually did deliver on that, and I can tell they're really incredibly likable right about now, as always, and they actually really do suffer through, of course, the same struggle that Peter Parker is, of course, going through right about now. So it's not just him right about now, but pretty much a good majority of course, all the other characters in, of course, the previous two movies that we got so far. And not only that, but they also brought in, of course, some other characters that, of course, are, of course, part of this one right about now. Like, of course, probably, I think, the biggest surprise that we actually got right about now when we actually first heard news about this movie is, of course, we actually got the return of Doctor Strange, played, of course, by Benedict Cumberbatch. So... oh, excuse me for a second, must have breathed down the wrong throat, so yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind, I absolutely really love Doctor Strange for sure. Not just the movie in general, because that is incredibly well done, and... oh, excuse me, so yeah, that's all I get for, of course, breathing down the wrong throat, So yeah, I absolutely really love Doctor Strange in particular, not just, of course, the movie itself, because that is really amazing, but mainly in particular the character himself that he's been incorporating in a good majority of the MCU right but now is brilliantly well done, and not to mention Benedict Cumberbatch is, of course, a really great fit to play this character for sure. I think he really nailed it on the head right about now, and I think he's actually a really great addition to, of course, join alongside Peter Parker for, of course, this movie. Where, of course, in Homecoming, we, of course, got Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, which is really incredibly well done. And, of course, Robert Downey Jr. Really does play the character massively well, and I really enjoy him. For that, and not to mention, yeah, and of course on top of that, but also in Far From Home, we also got Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, and yeah, that too is of course really great in particular, and what else can I say? It's Samuel L. Jackson. He just kicks ass. So yeah, and I guess there's no doubt in my mind that Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange has finally joined in, of course, what we're seeing right about now. So yeah, I guess with, of course, what I'm seeing right about now, I think Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange is actually a really great fit for, of course, this movie right about now, and I guess from what I'm seeing in the trailer, I think he actually is brilliantly well done. I just really couldn't get enough of him for sure, and I think he's really gonna contribute well for, of course, Spider-Man in general. So yeah, I guess with what I could gather so far, I think it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so of course, now that we've actually got those out of the way, I think pretty much sticking to that right about now, we do know hands down that when it comes to Spider-Man, I guess we can't have him without, of course, having, well, the villains, and of course, this movie right about now. So yeah, I guess if anything, I'm actually really all for with, of course, any Spider-Man movie that's, of course, gonna have some really awesome villains, hands down. So yeah, and of course in Homecoming we got the Vulture, played by Michael Keegan, which is absolutely incredible. And of course in Far From Home we got Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, which is also incredibly well done. And of course we actually got a few villains that of course are going to be part of this right about now. And believe it or not, they're actually Spider-Man villains from the previous Spider-Man movies that are coming into, of course, this one right about now. So yeah, what really thrilled me from, of course, what I'm seeing right about now, based on what I saw in the trailer, is, of course, we're going to be seeing Dr. Octopus in, of course, this movie, which is actually really great. And believe it or not, he's going to be played by none other than Alfred Molina. So yeah, you heard right, Alfred Molina, who played Doc Ock in one of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, particularly the second film in general, has came back to play Doc Ock in, of course, this movie, which I think is actually really great, hands down, and from what I heard, I do hear Spider-Man 2 is equally as great as the first Spider-Man movie as part of the Sam Raimi trilogy, hands down. And yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that Dr. Octopus is actually a really great villain in that. So I'm really quite curious to see on how the original Doc Ock turns out in comparison to the new one, hands down. But hey, really good way to, of course, compare and contrast right about now. So yeah, really thrilled to see Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus in, of course, this trailer right about now, and I actually really got thrilled seeing that. So yeah, and of course, from what I heard, of course, other bit of news, even though we never actually got to see it in the trailer just yet, but hopefully we will later on once, of course, another trailer for this movie drops, and of course, not to mention, around the same time the movie will eventually come out soon, is, of course, Jamie Foxx is going to be playing Electro once again, since he previously played Electro in one of the Mark Webb films, which is, of course, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, I will admit, his character, yeah, I think Electro's character in Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not really terrible by all means. I think he's just really poorly developed right about now. So yeah, I guess it's probably one of the main reasons why I thought Amazing Spider-Man 2 is, of course, okay in my opinion. Though I think I do hear a lot of people are saying that it's probably way worse than Spider-Man 3, but hey, I may never know once I actually take another glimpse at that, but thankfully right about now, from what I'm hearing, I don't, pretty much, Electro, of course, this movie will not be blue unlike Amazing Spider-Man 2, so hopefully I think it will pay off right about now, and hopefully Jamie Foxx will, of course, give Electro's character what he deserves right about now. But believe it or not, based on what I'm actually hearing, even though we only got a little bit of a glimpse right about now, is that we can confirm right about now is, of course, we're going to be getting Spider-Man's greatest villain of all time, the Green Goblin, and believe it or not, much like Alfred Molina has Dr. Octopus, the Green Goblin is, of course, yeah, the Green Goblin in this movie, from what I'm hearing, is going to be played once again by the same guy who played the Green Goblin in the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie, which is none other than Willem Dafoe right about now. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind. I am absolutely stunned to hear that Willem Dafoe is going to be playing the Green Goblin once again, and for that, I'm really excited to see on how that turns out for sure. And I guess the only question remains, now that we can confirm the Green Goblin is, of course, going to be part of this new Spider-Man movie in the MCU, it does make me wonder, what would the MCU's take on Harry Osborn be like? That I would love to know right about now. So yeah. I guess if anything, I'm actually really all for, of course, the villains on, of course, this movie. But I guess the main problem right about now is, of course, well, I guess if anything, the villains are, of course, great choices right about now, but what's the main problem with Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Oh yeah, now I remember having 3 villains in one movie, so yeah, I guess for, of course, this one, we're gonna be getting, well, for, of course, this movie right about now, to follow through on, of course, the previous 2 that I mentioned, this one is, of course, going to have 3 villains in one movie, so yeah, I actually don't mind having 3 villains in one movie right about now, but I guess the main problem with, of course, Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is that they actually kept focus on, of course, one villain, while the other 2 just didn't have time right about now, so yeah, I guess with, of course, the main problem with, of course, those 2 movies hands down, I am a bit worried for, of course, this movie right about now. But like I said, the villains in, of course, this movie are great villains that they're really gonna be in for. I'm really excited to see on how that turns out for sure. But I guess if anything, hopefully I think they might fix up the main problems with them, so that way we can have time for, of course, all 3 of these villains, just so that they can actually team up together to actually take on Spider-Man. So yeah, hopefully they might fix up that problem for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. And of course, the rest of the trailer is, of course, what I would normally expect. Like, of course, right about now, the action is, of course, brilliantly well done so far. Got some really good cinematography right about now. The visuals and the effects look outstanding right about now. And yeah, what else can I say about this one? The rest of the trailer, I have to say, is just absolutely spot on, hands down. So yeah. I guess it's pretty much what I can say on that. So yeah, I guess in the end, I really love the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home right about now. I think it's just incredibly well done, and with of course what I'm seeing right about now, it is just absolutely brilliantly well done, and I'm really excited to see on how that turns out. So yeah, I can't actually say too much on, of course, this one, because, well, it's only a trailer right about now, so yeah, we may never know what we're gonna be in for right about now, so yeah, and currently, as of right now, the movie is, of course, currently slated to come out this upcoming Christmas right about now, so yeah, I guess if anything, I am really excited to see on how that'll actually turn out right about now, because I'm really excited for sure, And of course, if anything, the only thing I can do is, well, wait until the movie comes out. So yeah, I guess if anything, that's the only thing I can do right about now. So yeah, I'll just wait until the movie comes out just to see how it fares up. Maybe it might be as great as the first two, or maybe not. We shall see for sure. But for now, I really enjoyed this trailer right about now. So yeah, I guess if anything, I'm of course going to give the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home a massively solid 9 out of 10 right about now. So yeah, like I said, it's just only a trailer right about now, and I'm actually really all for, of course, what's gonna go down for sure, and I'm really excited once the movie eventually comes out right about now. But I can't actually comment too much on it right about now because, again, well, the only thing I can do is wait until the movie officially comes out. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can do right about now. But hey, I guess in the meantime, like I said, in terms of the MCU right about now, I'm looking forward to seeing Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings once that actually comes out in more than a week from now. And I'm really excited to actually see Eternals once it lands on my birthday weekend for sure. I guess in terms of stuff outside of the MCU, well, I'm already setting my eyes to, of course, see Venom Let There Be Carnage later on. So yeah, once I actually do get the opportunity to see it, I'll be sure to let you guys know for sure. But hey, I guess for now, I'll sell of course, the other movies that are going to be coming out, leading to, of course, the official release of Spider-Man No Way Home. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can do, and well, it's pretty much what I can say at that point. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have to say about this one. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and let me know in the comment section below if you have seen the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home and what you thought about it, and not to mention how excited you are to actually see this movie, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other social media sites that I have provided with, of course, the links down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to videos that I got coming up, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video on, of course, this trailer right about now, and of course, definitely be, yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on hand, because right about now, well, you've got another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup, to look forward to. So yeah, I'll definitely leave you at that to finally see you later tonight. So yeah, I guess either way, I guess it feels great to, of course, talk about another trailer for, of course, another movie that's going to be coming out, and I'm really excited to see on how that turns out. But hey, right up until then, leading to, of course, the film's official release coming out very soon, I guess the only thing I can do is, of course, wait until the movie actually comes out. So yeah, I guess in the meantime, I'll, of course, sell, of course, the next batch of movies that are going to be coming out. And like I said, my thoughts video on the new Candyman movie will be coming up very soon once I get the opportunity to actually see it for myself. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.